Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ruth Adewale Oliale, and if you're new here, I film on love, marriage, and how to make it work by God. Sometimes I film on life as a Nigerian living in Sweden. Yeah, right. Okay, from the title of today's video, you'd already know that I'm going to be talking about my life as a Nigerian living in Sweden. So let's get right into it. It's been a while I've wanted to do this video, but you know now, new mom, like, is when baby allows you to do stuff. That's when you do stuff. It's like the chief commanding officer of our home right now. Yeah. So so I'm just going to talk about how it is like the experience giving birth in Sweden. So I'll start with the antenatal here. You know, in Nigeria, you go to antenatal in the hospital and all that, but here in Sweden, you don't go for antenatal in the hospital. There's a special place you go to. They call it Mamma Mia, where you go to see the midwife. Yeah, for your antenatal. They check your pulse. You check your, what's it called now? Blood pressure, all those things, your iron level, and and stuff like that. Yeah, so you do that depending on how the schedule is with the midwife. Yeah, if it's monthly or weekly, depending on the is it the age of the pregnancy now? Yes. So, and it's completely free if you have your person number. That's like the identity number in Sweden. If you have it, it's completely free. But if you don't have it, it's 800 kronor. So you'd have to pay if you don't have that number. But if you have that number, it's completely free of charge. So that's how it goes. You attend antenatal, and yeah. So talking about giving birth now, like in a hospital, how do you give birth in a Swedish hospital? As you attend antenatal, your midwife gives you like a list of hospitals that you can choose from. I think you're supposed to choose before the 22nd week of your pregnancy. Also, I can't remember the exact weeks now, but yeah, you're supposed to choose before a particular time of your pregnancy. So if you don't choose before that time, they are going to choose a hospital for you. So that's where you are going to give birth. That's how it works. So you don't just enter anywhere to just give birth like that. No, during the process of visiting your midwife, you would have chosen a hospital that you are going to give birth, and your midwife, of course, would have sent details and stuff like that to the hospital. Trust me, this country is very detailed when it comes to all this kind of stuff, right? They are very, very detailed, like you can't miss. Like, they are very detailed. That's just what I would say. So when it's time to deliver now, you'd have to call the hospital and let them know that, okay, you're coming to deliver, or maybe there's contraction and stuff like that. They will be the one to give you a go ahead to, like, okay, come over. Yeah, it's time for you to, like, put to bed and stuff like that. So for my own experience, the first time I called, or my husband called on my behalf, they didn't tell us to come because they were saying that, okay, I should just take, because of the pain and everything I was going through, that at that point I should just take paracetamol and be fine. But the next time we called, the contractions were getting closer, so I had to go to the hospital, right? So we got to the hospital very early in the morning, around we were already in the hospital, I think, at about past 5 a.m. in the morning. And the hospital is not just the section of to give birth. It's not just somewhere that I can just walk in like that. No, they have to open it from the inside. You get that's cautious. So so we entered, and they took me to the ward and stuff like that. And they still didn't want me to, like, stay in the hospital at that point. They just wanted to give me pain relief and go home, because of course the contractions, my body wasn't ready to give birth at that particular point. Do you understand? But they wanted to just give me pain relief and maybe go home and stuff like that. But as God would have it, they later changed their mind, so I was admitted in the hospital. So I was admitted there, and something about the Swedish, giving birth in a Swedish hospital, my goodness. Well, I told you before that these guys are detailed. They are detailed. it was later on, after the whole delivery and everything, they gave my husband a document detailing everything that was done from the time I got admitted into the ward to the time I gave birth. These guys detailed everything to the injection I took or whatever, what happened at so and so time. This was what they did. This was what they did. Almost. This is not a situation whereby they say somebody forgot scissors in your stomach. But these guys are detailed like mad. It was just so impressive. And from the time I came in to the time I gave birth, I think there were about 4 different shifts, 4 different set of midwives. Of course, one of them was an assistant, so she kind of like featured in different midwives. Yeah, but there's 4 different shifts. Like the person that attended to us the first time we came was not the person that finally was in the last phase of the delivery. No, there were 4 different shifts. And these people are nice. See, it's not like where they will be shouting for you. When you were doing it, were we there? Please open your leg. Do this one. No. At least I've heard stories like that. Yeah, but these guys are so nice. They'll be encouraging you. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Stuff like that. I think the only time there was a doctor in that labor room was when they had to give me a epidural. I think that was the only time there was a doctor. Every other thing was handled by midwives. There was no doctor, nah. They handled by midwives, and they were just so professional. Like, my goodness. It was good. It was good. Yes, they were really, really, really professional to the core. And not just they're friendly. Like, they were just encouraging me. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job, and stuff like that. Okay, so after the delivery, of course, they don't beat babies, so like at least they advised that for the first 1 week you're not supposed to beat your baby. They cleaned him up and they gave him to me, and it was just amazing. They asked the dad to cut the umbilical cord, and they even told him to wear the baby's first diaper and stuff like that. It was really cool. And after that, I think they gave us food. Yes, it was inside the labor ward. They did all the cleaning inside. They didn't take the baby outside that labor room. They did everything they wanted to do. Injection they wanted to give, all those things. The child did it right there in that labor ward. And afterwards, they brought food and the Swedish flag. I'm going to put the pictures somewhere here. Yes, they brought sandwich. Sandwich for us. Yes, I think it was turkey sandwich. I can't remember now. Or chicken sandwich. I don't know. I think it's turkey. So they brought it with that's like one of the sweetest sandwiches I've eaten ever. Amazing. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm with wine or juice or something like that, with this small Swedish flag, and it was really cool. It was nice. Then afterwards, they took us from that labor room to where we are going to stay, because we are not supposed to stay there. That's just for you to deliver. Then they took us to where we are going to stay after the delivery, where they would monitor me and the baby and stuff like that. So it was another different place in the same hospital. This one had an extra space for where my husband is going to stay inside the same place. So I had my bed, my husband had his bed, and the baby had his cot. It was really nice, and that place was cool. They'll come to you for lunch, breakfast, lunch. Breakfast, you could actually get it by yourself, I think. Or they used to bring people. We didn't really eat their food like that, because we had people that our friends that brought food for us, so we didn't really eat their food like that. But the times that we ate the food, right, it was when it was time for lunch. You go and take your lunch, dinner, just like that. It was really cool. Mind you, almost everything was free, apart from my husband's bills, for staying in that place, as though it's one mini hotel. He was going to pay for the space, but for me it was free. But we spent time, the midwives came. If you just ring the bell like this, like you just touch the button, they're already in less than a minute or so. But 1 minute, they're already in your room to know what's up and stuff like that. Like more. The experience was nice. Like they were just really willing to help. They were willing to help, and that was just, it was an amazing experience. I monitored us for some few days, and it was only once that the doctor even came to see me to check my stomach and see and all that stuff. After that, I didn't get to see the doctor again. But I think 2 days after, yeah, we had an appointment with the children doctor. That's the pediatrician. So we had to go and see the pediatrician and check the baby, yeah, and stuff like that. So it was really cool giving birth in a Swedish hospital. It was nice. So you see where they are using tax money for Abby. How about the hospital makes sense, child? Like the hospital makes sense. Like you don't even know that you're in a hospital. Like it's so neat, so fine, really cool. Like you don't know you're in a hospital. Like I'm still repeating it. And everybody's just so professional, so wonderful. Like nobody's shouting at you. It's well. So yeah, for people who have issues with the tax system, of course the taxes are high, but when you experience things like this, you begin to see why those taxes are high, because these people don't really care whether you are rich or you are poor. You will get the desired treatment, you get the desired service. They don't really care to know why, because they gather the taxes and they use it to help everybody. Everybody's like equal here. So I don't think there are private hospitals in Sweden. I might be wrong, but I don't think so, because even the government hospital say, like, what will private hospital give, apart from maybe the fact that because if your case is not really serious, they will not really answer you like that, that kind of thing. But apart from that, will a private hospital even thrive in Sweden? I don't think so, because the government hospital is standard, is standard. So those are some of the things that you gain when you are in a system that works. When you are in a system that you are seeing what your taxes are being used for. Yeah, it was an excellent experience. And afterwards, I remember was it a midwife or a nurse now coming to our room and asking us how our experience was and all that. I gave a rating of 8/10 to them. Like they did a very good job. Apart from the initial time where they were saying that they were just giving pain relief so that they would send me back home because my body wasn't ready yet for giving birth and stuff like that. I didn't like that. Like, why would you send me back? I'm in pain, you're sending me back home. But apart from that initial stuff, like every other thing really made sense to me. Yeah, so that's my little story of having given birth in Sweden. Yes. Yeah, it's an amazing experience, and I hope you enjoyed my little story. Yeah, until I come your way next time, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.